Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue working on part 12 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to add in more of the design here. We're going to continue working on this. One thing that we need to do is we need to add in a small ramp here. But instead of using ramp, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the elevations right here. I think this is west elevation, and then from here I'm gonna use model in place so that I'll be able to just create it out of that, and it's so that I can manipulate it easily. So here, generic model, this will be number 14, extrusion, and then I'm going to pick the plane, and then this will be this plane, which is the extrusion that we created. And then from first floor to ground floor, I will need to add in the design for that small ramp. So usually what I do is I create a rectangle like that. And then from here, we could curve it up. So I'm gonna create the slope right here. So now we can delete this, trim this one, and then let's push this one right about there. And then let's use fillet arc to give it some curve. Let's see. So before we do that, let's change this one to another concrete, and then let's just pull this one up like so. Click finish, and then let's look at it at 3D. So as you can see, we have it right there. We still need to push it down. So that's how easy it is to use model in place. It's because we were able to just increase it. And then from here, I think we are good. And then by just having that, we'll be able to just have the ramp. We can even extend this if we want to. Extend it a bit. And then here, we can extend our grass and our sidewalk. So let me do that. Go to west again, select this, and then let's push this one all the way there. It will conform itself. So by just grabbing, at least you can see the ramp that was created. Now, with that said, we need to increase so that's good. It was so easy to just increase it and without going back and forth with the design. And with that said, let's just pull this one back like that. And maybe we could just align the faces. And then here, I'm going to pull this one back as well. AL, the face right here to the face right here. And then now we just need to edit the road. So edit boundary, go to ground so that you'll be able to see it. AL, and then here as well. And then the grass, edit boundary, AL, and then AL. Let's look at it, and it will look like that. Except we need to edit this one as well. AL, and with this one we need to add in something like that. TR, trim and extend, and then trim and extend right here. And now that is fixed. So now that we're finished with our design, I'm gonna show you how to create sheets. So here, under project browser, you need to right click and then click on new sheet. Right now, what we have loaded is A0. If you check load, inside the title blocks file, there are different kinds of paper size as well. So you'll be able to load those. So now I'm just gonna use A0 for my template. And now that we created this, what we can do is AC design, project name. This is AS home or house. This will be the cover sheet. And then project number, you can put whatever you want. The date, drawn by ACD, checked by ACD. So now let's add in something here. So let's go to our ground floor. And then from here, we're going to create a camera view, which will be facing like that. After that, we could just expand this and expand this. So now what we could do is we could click on File and then go here, Graphic Display, and then let's change this to Cast Shadow, and then background, change it to Gradient, and then click Apply. Now it will look like this. You'll be able to load it from your sheet. So go to your sheet, double click on that. Let's close other views that is inactive. And then here under 3D view, you'll be able to just drag and drop that. So here we could just add it in the center line. You can select that, and then here you'll be able to choose no title. If you want to render this, what you could do is you could go here and then you could render it by going under view and then render. Once you render, so I'm gonna render here this one for just an example. I'm going to just make it medium and then the screen resolution. You can adjust exposure here if you want to, but for now I'm just gonna click render and then let's wait for this one. So once your rendering is done, as you can see, we have a rough rendering of our project rendered in Revit. And from here, you'll be able to adjust different kinds of exposure. So once you click apply, it will be applied to the project. So you can be able to do that. Let's change this back a bit. There we go. And then after this, you'll be able to save this for your project. Render image or save in rendering branch of project browser. So it will be under project browser right here. So once you press OK, and then you can also export it so that you can add it to your computer instantly. So now that we have our 3D or rendered portion, you can now delete this, and then under here, your project browser, we have 3D view, and then here you can select no title, and then you'll be able to extend or make it big by double clicking on the picture. As you can see, you could just double click on the picture and then select the picture. Once everything grayed out, and you'll be able to select that. So now we'll be able to create a cover sheet for our project. You can also check this one as your starting view. As you can see, by choosing this one, this will be our starting view, so the rendering. So every time we open this project, you'll be welcome with the rendering of the project like this. So we created cover sheet number, our sheet number 1. Now let's add in another sheet. This will be the same one. And as you can see, all the information that we added earlier will be also here. And then here we could just double click here. And then let's change this to first floor. And then from our first floor, you'll be able to drag and drop our project like this. You will need to go to first floor in order for you to crop the view. So let's check all of this. Select this crop view right here, put it around here so that this is the only thing that is visible. This is the annotation area. So if you put annotation here, it won't disappear. But if you go beyond here, it won't be seen on the view. So this is something that you need to think about as well. So now what we need to do is uncheck this, and then click apply. If you go back to first floor, as you can see, everything is fixed with that. If you want to scale it up, what you need to do is you need to go here and then scale it according to whatever you want. So here it's became bigger, so you will be able to add or see much better. And what you need to do is you need to press escape, select this, and then pull it right about here. Select the view again, and then you'll be able to drag this one around here. So now we know that we're going to add the second floor. What we need to do is we need to go to second floor so that we could prepare it before we add it into our sheet. So here, let's check all of this again to see. And then now let's pull this back. Pull it back like that. So it will fit properly, and then uncheck all of this. You can just leave this one checked, because if you do, everything will be shown again. So leave that one checked. Let's create our next sheet. So right click here on the sheet, new sheet, press OK because it's already highlighting A0, and then drag and drop second floor like that. And then now press escape, select this one again, and then fix the line like so. So now let's go to our elevation, but let's add elevation first. And then here, if you forgot, you can select here, or you can even double click it here, and then you'll be able to add second floor again. So here you can double click and then elevation. So let's try and adding east first. So let's see how it fits. So usually you test one first and see how it fits. It looks like you can even extend it. So go back to east. Let's make it bigger. So let's change that one. And then let's fix this as well. So now select that, push it backward like that. Even if you push this one all the way right here, it will be still show in the view. So it doesn't matter if you just push it back too much. And then now uncheck both of those. And then once you see it in your elevation, it will fit nicely there. Press escape, select this one so that you can move it, select the view, and then so that you can fix this one. So that's good. Let's go back to north. Here we already know what to do. Change this to 1:50. Check all of this. Fix the distance. So let's crop this one like here. And then uncheck both of this. Crop region visible and then annotation crop. Go back to elevation and then just drag and drop. Press escape, select the view so that you'll be able to change this one. If you want to give some color to it, go back to east and you could change this to fine, and then you could change this to consistent color or even realistic. And it will apply to elevation as well. So let's do that here as well. Go to fine, change this to realistic. Then before we add south and west, let's add in another sheet. So go to sheet, right click on it, new sheet, press OK. It's already highlighted. This will be another elevation. So click on that, elevation, press OK. Now go to south elevation, do the same thing that we did, change the scale, change this course to fine, and then here realistic. Check all of this, crop view, crop region visible, and annotation crop, fix, and then after that uncheck this, click apply, and then you just need to drag and drop the south elevation. And then now select that again so that you could change this one like that. Click on west again, change the scale, change to fine, realistic, check first everything here so that you'll be able to clean up, uncheck, apply, go to elevation or the sheet that you want to add it, and then drag and drop the elevation. Select it again, select the view, and then drag the line so that everything is fixed accordingly. So now if you want to print all of them all together, what you need to do is you need to go to File, Print, select your printer, and then here select this one. But if you notice, once you select this one will go down. What will happen is it will create individual PDF. So that's not good. We want to just have one single file. So just need to click this back. Select here, uncheck views, but this is the ones that you have with the sheet. So check all. For example, if you have a lot, or you want selected files, what you need to do is you can save every session you have. So for example, this will be full set. Press OK. Next example is, for example, you only have cover sheet, file fold, first floor elevation, and if you have section, multiple details, and those kind of stuff, and then you have, for example, a change order, change drawings, and those kind of stuff, you can save those, check part only, so that you'll be able to print instantly. So here, I'm just gonna press OK, and then OK. Close this off, and then just wait for the printout to finish. So once it's done, you just need to save it to the destination, and then once you double click it, you'll be able to open it, and now we have our full set printout. And it looks nicer if it has color, but different ways to do this. Some people want it wireframe with shadows. Some people want it hidden with shadows. So it depends on you, how you present it. It depends on the standards of the company. So I think I just want to double check everything. So before we finish, what I want you to do is to change your detailed level to 5. This one, put it back to hidden. And then the weird part is in the hidden, this one is being shown. Maybe because of the materials that I added here. Let's try and change this one. So a different paint. Let's change it to metal bronze. So I got confused there. I was thinking that it's probably missing, but that's about it. So now go back to hidden. This is fine. And now you can save this. So in the next video, we'll be able to automatically send it to Twinmotion, and then we could add materials from there. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.